Hey there everybody, welcome back! How you guys all doing? How's it going there? Bodine, Mr. T Miller and Mr. Viking streaming! Oh, today let's see how my internet does today. Oh, it's been playing up something chronic for the last couple of days. It's like, what the heck? Scared us here. I'm sorry about that. Oh, is that not working? Let me go into here. Streamlabs, Cloudbot, and let's try turning you back on. Alright, let's see if that works. Shout out T Miller 63. Yay, it's back! So there you go, there's a shout out for Mr. Miller. And if you guys are not following him, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow, and catch him when he's next there. And oh yeah, wouldn't do me. That's just terrible. Right, let's see if I can get that to work again. Because you just beat me there, Mr. Viking. You beat me. But yes. Let's try that one more time. There we go. So there's a shout out from Mr. Viking streaming as well. Make sure to click on both of their links. Give them both a follow. Alrighty then. Yes, you're very, very welcome. Yeah, Cloudbot's having a funny 5 minutes again, I see. So, anyway, hopefully my internet's going to behave today. I'm not hoping for too much, but touching wood at the minute. I did reset the router again. I've done a quick test just before going live. The connection seems pretty stable. Oh, excuse me, from the minute, so we'll have to wait and see. So, obviously, hopefully, fingers crossed, I should get through the whole stream today, so yeah. I sound like a pirate, do I? Really? Well, hello to Mr. T. Miller's nephew. And welcome into watching as well. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. But a pirate, really? Oh, never been told to sound like a pirate. It sound more like Welsh or Irish or something weird. But yeah. So at the minute, I do need to empty a couple of harvesters. So that's what I'm just going to do. Go and grab a couple of trailers, get them unloaded from doing some contracts. Obviously, I'm into July now. I did place down the two out of the 4 orchards that I needed placing down. I've got 2 more next month, so August is when they're going to be placed down, so I've got to wait for August, so yeah. Pirates of the Corn, he said. Oh, bless him. But yeah, I still not sorted out my wheel and pedals yet, so I don't know, to be honest, I can't be bothered. I am using keyboard and mouse. One thing I am doing at the minute as well is trying to add some more visuals. Youngsters can be fun. Yeah, exactly. Into around the map. So obviously, as you can see, I've been adding in like trees and little bushes and stuff to try and hide some of the factories so they're not drawing in and causing a lot of lag. Oh, it's getting there slow, it's getting there. Obviously, money is a big issue. It cost me a heck of a lot just for 2 loads of those orchard trees. It's like 100,000 just for a single row. But yeah, pirate, really. So I'm currently actually using the Hispano modding trailer at the minute. I've got 2 of the grain trailers set up. I've now gone through all of my trailers for the containers and actually changed them up to the ones that were released the other day. And they're making life so much easier. I actually was able to get, obviously, the Pepsi factory. That was one thing that was actually building during the last stream. I didn't get a chance to show it off, but it's now complete. I've actually started adding in some products to that. Hello, Mr. JD Fan. Thank you very much. Yes, hopefully this stream will go a lot better than Monday, should we say. So, yeah, we'll keep my fingers crossed for that. Now, obviously, with these containers, if any of you guys are interested in using them, they are a simple little edit. As you can see, what I've done here is I've set up 5 of the small 20-foot containers. Each of them holds 100,000 litre in the capacity, and these are perfect for doing your factory building, your bridge building and stuff, because it is literally only 4 or 5 products needed to get them up and running. It's kind of cool. So you can literally fill these up and just dump them whenever you need to. So yeah, I actually did a test the other day. I actually have these 2 bridges down here purchased, and this one right here goes from sort of between 14 and 13 across. I was actually able to take it the whole lot across in one hit, unload. Actually, I need to check see how that's doing. So let's jump over there and have a little look. It took me a little while to wind my way through all this lot. It was kind of a bit of a pain in the bum, should we say. But yeah, there we go. So literally, I was able to drive in straight across, sort of come off to an angle and unload as I was going. So it does make things a lot more easy. It's almost getting there, it's getting there. And how are you doing, Mr. Dajnet?
I'm doing all right, Mr. Billy. How you doing?
Cool. I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all.
That's good.
I'm just doing some running around. And
Yeah.
how's it going there, Mr. Farmer Marks and Oppies? Welcome in. And yes, I am always a pirate, unless you can be an alpaca. Yeah, maybe an alpaca pirate. How about that? I'll be back a little later. I have to help my son. Okay, no worries, Viking. And while I think about it, Dajnet. I know most of you guys are following him, but make sure to click on Mr. Dajnet. He is the map creator and awesome content creator. There we go. But yeah, okay, I can get rid of my phone now. I can hear. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping my internet is going to stay stable
Billy
today.
Billy is a nuisance.
I'm not sure if it will or not.
We'll be
we'll
gone
have to
in
wait and
2
see.
weeks. I apologize for
Nope.
the inconvenience.
Not gonna happen.
I'm hoping so, but yeah, thank you for that walk on, much appreciated as well. Yeah, to be honest, I am not sure, because yesterday it disconnected like 3 or 4 times just during your stream. It was really friggin' annoying. Obviously, literally maybe just over an hour ago, I actually reset my router just in case. So I'm hoping that is going to semi-fix the issue. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I reset it. It went to red and stayed on red. I was starting to panic, thinking, "Oh no, I've broken the friggin' thing." But yeah, I've just got to get through this week and Monday's stream, and then the stream after that will hopefully have a lot better internet, because it'll be fiber. Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Nearly 1,000 up and 1,000 down, so that will definitely help.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Should make a world of difference.
Oh, I freaking hope so.
Then you'll have to find something else to complain about. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. But yeah. Right. But yeah, I really need to get in and sort out my pedal, see what's going on with it. Cannot get the blinking thing to work. I think I might have actually totally broken it. Yeah, because obviously where I took it apart to remove the rubber part of the brake.
Yeah.
And obviously when I've put it back together, it's just not working. It keeps wanting to go backwards and not move and stuff like that. So it's annoying. I have no idea what I've done. I just hope I don't need to get a new pedal. There we go. Now, can I do a double dump? Is it going to be big enough? Some of these triggers you can actually do a double dump. If you can get it far enough, no. Didn't think so. Darn it. If that was a slightly bit longer, the trigger, I would have been able to do it, I think. But while that's doing that, let me see what else I'm doing. So yeah, oops, I wanted to go into you. So yeah, obviously around the vehicle shop, I've actually now added a nice line of trees going around, so it kind of hides it. One thing I think might be nice is maybe to make some signs for the like vehicle shop, this factory, that factory, to just have them placed down, just to give it a bit more natural feel. But yeah, I'm slowly getting there. I do need to replace one of those bridges at some point. They're kind of annoying. Let's come up here. Oh, that's what I was going to do as well. I parked this truck here for a reason. I need to actually empty out the butcher. I've got plenty of chicken fillet produced that I can actually put into sorting out some dog food at some point. I do need to obviously go through and get obviously all the other animals sorted out. Now I've got a quick question for you, Mr. Dave. You may or may not know. Is there any reason why a animal, let's say about 2 to 3 months old, isn't gaining health even though it's fully fed and everything?
Does it have all the food types?
As far as I'm aware, somebody messaged me earlier about it.
It has to have all the food types in there
Yeah,
to gain health.
that's what I was
Not
thinking.
just one,
Fudge.
or just. But that's the only reason.
Okay. That's what I thought.
And it's not going to gain unless it's a pig in the.
Yeah, cause it's their
In the,
sheep and goats that are having issues. They've had them about 2 to 3 months now.
If they don't have all the food types in the
Yeah.
pen, it won't gain health.
Yeah, obviously I know that obviously if a pen runs out of food, it is going to lose health, and I think overcrowding can cause it as well. A little bit, but yeah.
Yes, overcrowding will do it as well if they have too many in there.
Yeah. Alrighty, how are we doing over here? But yeah. Yeah, obviously I've not had an issue really, so I'm good.
Nope,
Let's
you
see, chicken
shouldn't have an issue if you know what you're doing.
Yep. Right, let's yeah, I can take all that out. I do need to get some more chickens down here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so obviously I've got Aurora Textiles there. I did end up moving, I don't think I actually covered this the other day. I ended up moving the textiles factory up here, because it makes life a little bit easier, because where my main farm is and everything. It was just a long haul just to take a few bales to. So I've actually got them up here now. I've literally got it at the other side of, I was going to say Asda's, but it's not. It's whatever that one is there. What is that one? Walmart. Yeah, just the backside of Walmart there. I've just created a nice little road going through and dropped a couple in here. And hopefully I've got some, got some fabric there. Should be on spawning. So let me just double check on these. No, it's not, so that should be on spawning. You should be on spawning. There we go. Now keep that bugger running. So yeah, it's slowly coming together. Now, one thing I do need to do is I have finished harvesting my lavender field now. I also added in the exotic oils factory here and the coffee factory, and I thought that is a nice little row there. And obviously, as you can see, I am sort of going through adding in trees as well to try and hide them a little bit. To be honest, you can't even see the juice factory or the coffee one there, so it's perfect really. So it's hiding them, it's keeping them out of view. One thing I will say, if any of you guys have not noticed, on my Trello, I have actually uploaded the orchard signs now. I do know that there was a slight issue and I've realised after I uploaded it. So 2 people may get some errors on it. If you do, re-download them. I might have made a slight oops when I uploaded the wrong one. But yeah, I've gone through, I've added a collision in so you can actually collide with them. So obviously, like I said, you do have your maple. We got cherry. They're simple signs, but they can show you exactly what the trees are without having to walk right up to them. But you got your pear one there. Obviously, I didn't really want to keep coming up here and say, oh, what tree is that? Oh, yeah, it's a pear, and then go to the next one. I just wanted something where I could run across here, see what exactly was there. Obviously, you got your orange as well, got your plums, and your peaches, your... hang on, apricots, yeah. Apples on the end, and then obviously these are the 2 that I've added in, which is the banana and the coconut. So I've still got the coca and the pecans to place down in this area. Obviously I've got to wait till August for that, but yeah, If you guys wanted to use them, you're more than welcome to go to my Trello and download them from there. It's entirely up to you. And how you doing there, Mr. MacGyver? Cool. Yeah, it's tipping down with rain where I am right now, so I don't know what it's like for you, Mr. MacGyver. What have I got in here? I do have some peaches already. I don't think I've got anything for peach. I'm trying to find uses for all these crops and that. But yeah, it's getting there, Slow. It's getting there. But yeah, these lavender bells do need to be picked up, so I do need to grab a tractor. Do I have one round here? I do not know. Oh, hello, Mr. Deer. Let me turn that off again, because that is far too fast. Farming trucker. Billy, I'm using your sheep and goat pens. Have you seen how fast they go through their food? I did do a test with them fully loaded, and it did take up food roughly every month. You need to re-top them up. I've not had an issue with mine yet. Obviously, you're more than welcome to go into the XML and change the capacity if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. Maybe the food just needs to be up a little bit more. But yeah, I've not had any issues. The only thing I have noticed recently with my new goat pen, because obviously this is something I haven't really showed you guys. Obviously around the main farm, obviously we've now got plenty of greenhouses up and running. I ended up putting down 2 goat pens, 2 sheep pens either side. Obviously my older goats are now actual goats rather than babies, and hopefully should be producing milk soon. Where the heck's the trigger? Not quite there yet, but I'm getting plenty of cashmere off of these. I'm actually filling this up. And obviously, well, that was one thing I was going to ask you. With baby goats, are they meant to produce cashmere?
No, it's something that has to be fixed at some point.
Ah,
But
that'll
they
be why.
do.
Okay. Yeah, because I noticed as soon as I started putting these in, they started producing. I thought, oh crap. So yeah, this is one thing I do need to keep an eye on, is keeping these triggers empty. I also think they might be producing a little bit too much, a bit too fast as well. Yeah.
Cashmere?
Yeah, seems like I'm filling.
How many freaking do you have?
Well, in this particular pen, I have 200, and they're filling up the trigger roughly 1.5 times a day.
200 goats. It's a lot of goats.
It is.
You should have a lot of cashmere if you have a lot of goats.
This one's got 240, and that's, yeah, just as fast. It's a lot of cashmere. I may end up selling some goats. Or, because they don't have a use in the butchers, I noticed.
Yeah, they do.
Did they?
Yep. They make
Unless I missed
Siobhan.
Unless I missed it, I might have done. I may be taking some to the butcher then. But yeah, I'm really mainly after the milk at the minute on my cows and my goats, so I can get it into like Borden Dairy and get them working. And I just realised something. You're an island, so rain is plenty here. Yeah. I don't want you to distribute. I want you to spawn. There we go. Spawn. I'm sure I just changed that. That is friggin' strange. Okay, I'll probably be taking some of them away. But yeah, so a little tour actually of, because obviously I did change it up a little bit. Obviously I've still got my cow pen over here. The cows are still babies. I've got plenty of, that's another thing, is duck. Could we add duck into maybe the butcher as well? Because it's,
No.
apart from the eggs and the down, that's all you really get from them.
How many freaking products do you need from an animal?
Well, in real life you get duck meat, you get down, you get
Yeah, well, we
eggs,
don't.
so yeah. A lot of cashmere way more than the sheep produce. Yeah, exactly. I haven't even filled up a trigger yet on the sheep, and yet the goats have nearly filled up an entire tray. So that's like nearly 100,000. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I've got chickens over the far side. I've got ducks there. I've got the cows. I did put down a second duck pen, and this is actually going to be for outputting down in it. So yeah, I've got the little babies there. They're fully healthy, so just waiting on them to grow up and then start producing. I also, after the last stream on Monday, did put down a cat pen. And look, I got loads of kitty cats. Yay. Let's see. So they're 100% health. So yeah, obviously once they're grown up a little bit more, I should be able to then take them over to Tashi Cat's rescue and start getting them out to the houses and yay. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Excuse me, I got burpages. What have we got here? Goat, goat, goat. So plenty of goat coming out. Good, 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 good. I am still looking at different buildings for storages because I'm kind of bugging me that slow down your loading. Let's see. We have plenty that should be on spawn. So let's change you. You're fine. I've got a few little bit of cat food there being produced. Very slow, but it seems to be perfectly able to keep up. I've got about, I think it was 10 of each different type, so yay. And yeah, that's pretty much as far as I've got. I do have this big area here that I still want to try and figure out what I want to do. I may just end up making this an entire animal farm, so getting down like the deer and stuff like that here as well at some point, and maybe some piggies. I think that's about the only thing left really. Dogs. Yeah, so what I could do is maybe put the dog or the canine pen next to the cats, and then maybe the deers and the pigs up this side. I think that would be okay. We shall see. But yeah, pigs I tend to leave till very last. I need to look into what is needed for deer, really. But yeah, I came over here for a tractor. I need a half decent one. Let's use this John Deere. This is one of my contract tractors that I purchased. But he's also been going through helping with the fishes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's slowly coming on my farm. Got plenty of bales and storage, so anything I get off the fields I tend to just sell or put it into like the biomass place and produce electric, so that does help. But obviously, how are all you guys out there getting on with your save games if you're still playing the map? I know a lot of people have gone over to like 7 Days to Die and Satisfactory. Oops, I need to go down the bottom here first of all. Yeah, I still haven't quite got my head into 7 Days yet. Tried playing it a couple of times, but nah, I keep getting pulled back to Farm Sim. Same with Satisfactory, I'm kind of waiting for that to be a little bit more stable before playing that. And I also want a few mods to be released first. Alright. Yeah, so cool. But yeah, I'm guessing Mr. Dave is probably playing 7 Days.
Nope.
No, really? Wow. What are you up to today then?
Playing 7 Days.
Oh, yes. See? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not here for long. I gotta go down to the store in a little bit.
Nice. Hello, Mr. Matt. How you doing, sir?
Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm okay so far today.
Good.
Just getting started.
Just getting started.
Just getting started. Blimey, it's like 5:30 for me and they're just getting started. Dang. You played 7 Days to Die and haven't played Farm Sim for a few months now. Can get back into it. We'll come back this winter, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, at the end of this year, we do have obviously that nice new map coming out with carrots and stuff in it. So, yeah, we'll also be showing that off when it's released. Obviously, until then, we've got at least one more DLC coming. I think it's late summer, I believe. So, what's that? Could be sort of August, September time.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna be too. Everyone keeps guessing.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not even going to guess.
Nah, it's not even
I'm
worth
just
it
gonna
anymore
wait.
because
I know it's probably going to be more mowing stuff, or I don't know, foraging. Oh, but it would
yeah,
be
who
nice
knows?
if there was something a little bit different.
Yeah, I'll always say this: mining would be a great thing for all maps if they would ever do it.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's getting there. At the minute,
sooner or
I'm
later.
on ATS grind. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing as well I can't get my head into is ATS and stuff. Also, you
I
got the
love.
new DLC out, came out yesterday, so yeah.
Yeah, it was actually really. I think it was fun. I got to play with both Dave and Yosho last night. I did some in it.
Oh yeah.
It looks really good. I mean, it's from what I've heard, it's comparable to what it really looks like in Oklahoma. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
See, I've got all the DLCs, but I haven't really played it since I don't know. It's about 2 or 3 DLCs back when I last played it. So yeah. Maybe one day I'll actually get it back installed and try it out. Who knows?
Hey
But,
KW.
hello, Mr. K-Dub. How are you doing, sir? But yeah. Yeah. How? Actually, Mr. T. Miller, I take it you've been playing quite a bit ATS as well then. I know you were in with Mr. Dave last night. I was kind of waiting to see KW popping in as well. But he never did.
Yeah, well, you know.
Right, let's do that. Let me grab a trailer.
He's a busy person.
Very true. By you. Just a little bit, yeah. Right, did that? Oh, the trailer finished. Let me see. I'm sure he did, probably. It's 1, 2, 3. Yep. I totally forgot I was unloading this, but it takes so friggin' long. I can go off do about 100 different things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey Dave, it was funny. I watched the launch stream for the Oklahoma yesterday, and the reason it took longer, they had lost communication to the Steam server, so that's why it was delayed.
22 needs more animals. Carrots are found, but we have plenty of extra crops on Dave's map. More animals, like in Call of the Wild. Yeah. I still think they should do something like a production DLC, adding in some new productions, maybe.
They got enough
that'd be
freaking
awesome.
production. Animal DLC.
Yeah, but yeah, I totally agree. Animal DLC.
They had productions with every map. You're gonna get 4 or 5 more at least in this next one.
I like to wind people up and say, well, yeah, we need more productions, more productions. No. Yeah, I think we've got quite enough for now, and obviously I think they will be adding probably some new. I can't imagine too much, to be honest, with the new map. In all honesty, there's only so much you can do with carrots, parsnips, and all that, or root crops.
Exactly, you really can't.
Yeah, I know they're doing a chip factory. Now, whether that's going to be like a crispy potato crisp type thing that you guys call chip, or is it going to be the chip that we do, which is like a French fry type thing?
Could
I
cause
imagine it's going to be a
issues if they
French
have
fry
it.
type.
Yeah, probably.
Could cause issues if they use chip. Well, the same name. No, I don't think.
Yeah, that's the only worry. But we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. So let's go grab these lavender bells and get them popped away. Yeah, I've started noticing a little bit of lag at times on here. It's not good. How are we doing? We've got 17 currently around here.
Know how to make it better?
Get rid of all the trees. Play a smaller
Not by
map.
adding more factories.
Oh, yeah. It might just be where I've got a few extra trees and stuff. I don't know. Obviously, trees are meant to do the occlusion culling, so whether it's working properly, I have no friggin' idea. But yeah, my frames are getting quite low. Either or my system needs a friggin' good update. I don't know. I don't know. But righty. What was that Dave that actually said enough production? Yes. Yes. Okay, I know. Good test. Where are you? Okay, so the displays are looking okay.
We have way too many right now. I mean, I think that there's plenty. There's no
Yeah,
need for any more productions.
yeah, there is definitely enough on here. There is that. Yeah. Anywho, so yes. Yep. Actually, I do need to take a run around my factories at some point on here. I know Heartland Bread was starting to get quite full on pallets, so yeah. Who's in Discord with me? Sounds like Dave. So yeah, that is
Yeah, it's
Mr.
me.
Dave and Mr. Sim Game Matt is in Discord as well. KW.
Why can't it be me? Do I
Obviously,
have to leave?
no, you can stay. But yeah, KW, if you ever want to, you're more than welcome to jump in Discord as well, and any other SGA member who has privileges, should we say?
Membership has its privileges.
Yep. The king of production says we have enough. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? It
Whoever
is
knew that come
crazy.
out of his mouth?
I know. I'd still like to get Smuckers at some point, but obviously that is, yeah, on the sidelines.
You can't put productions in beyond what the map can handle.
I know.
It's always been that way, folks. We've
Yep.
reached a limit where people are just gonna keep dropping their frame rates and complaining, and then blame the map.
Yep. Also, I think what it is the other day where my bakery sort of producing so much, I did put some belts down, so that's probably what it is. And it's kind of a bit of a mess. Right, so let's drop that down. But yeah, those little freaking belts they're lovely. The conveyor belts are lovely. I think Dave did it was a nice idea. But they are a frame rate hog, should we say.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. Here we go. Right. Perfect.
Tell Giants to get a better engine.
Giants, we need a better engine. For what that's worth. Right, is that full up? Nope, there we go. So got 600 litres of lavender oil already. Yay! And also having all these cheese, I don't think
Now,
that's going to help either. But, well.
if you want more, there's one way to get it.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, Mr. Grits Fan 101 raiding with a party of one. How are you doing there, Mr. Grits Fan? I didn't realise you were still streaming. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Grits Fan, please click on his link, give him a follow, so show him some SGA love. Also, we'd love to see him as a Twitch affiliate. That would be kind of great. But yeah, hopefully I had a great stream, sir. But yeah, obviously your PC specs are going to be one of the big causes as well, with frame rates drops. But
Yes, if you want a new map or a bit more stuff in this map, you're gonna have to get me a new PC.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, you and
Or
me.
you could start with a new graphics card. Then we
Right.
can. If you get my frame rates back up, then I'll most likely start adding more stuff.
Yeah.
Dave might actually try to make a 64x map.
No,
Get some
no,
better
Dave will not.
graphics. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. It'd just be
Nah.
funny.
Time
Yes, it's like
it takes to make them is just even a 16 is enormous.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
to be honest, it's like you said, a 4X is a not too bad size. Obviously, with the amount of productions that are on this to put onto a 4, I think it's going to be a bit of a squeeze. But obviously going up to those odd shapes like a 8X, for example, would be perfect for any future maps, I think. I think a 16 now is, yeah, definitely a push and a struggle.
Well,
There we go. Because I think you mentioned that yesterday, didn't you? Like an 8X with half the amount of trees would be fine, and my internet's having 25 minutes. Oh,
but they
behave.
got to get past the systems they got 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I just had a little dip in frames on my stream there. I apologise if anybody lost connection there. Looks like it's stable again. I don't think it's my end. I think that's actually Twitch this time. Interesting. No, but it's definitely my end. Okay. I just looked at my little OBS scanner thing and it says, yes, you've disconnected. Oh, crying out loud.
Mm.
I just got to put up with it for another week. Yes.
But you're back. You're fine.
I am.
You
I
never
am.
lost.
Oh,
You buffered only here for a couple seconds.
did
But
I? Oh,
anyway.
good. Okay. I ain't gonna need a little lavender storage. Do I have one nearby? Ba -ba 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 -ba. Are there currently any AX maps released for 22? I have no idea. I'd imagine so.
I don't know.
Let's see. Not that one. Silo. Now I'm pretty sure I've seen a lavender. Yes, there. Now I want to try and keep this close by because this is pretty much the only production I've got that's going to probably take lavender. So let's drop you around the back here. That'd be fine. I'd imagine there is some out there, but I don't know what they'd be called or anything, or how they perform. Also depends on the map makers, like Dave's mentioned multiple times before. It's obviously it's great having fields, but if you've got nothing to hide those fields, like the trees and such, it's just going to cause a lot of issues with frame rates and such. Thank God that went in there. Obviously these trees do have those occlusion culling on them in the buildings. So yeah, or some buildings anyway.
Mm.
There we go. But yeah, obviously if you guys missed my Monday stream, I don't know if Dave was even watching. Obviously the pickle factory, I'll just mention this quickly, is getting an update this week, or hopefully this week, because of an oops that I did. Obviously when I added in the master boosters, I added in a space which caused a error. Obviously that has now been set over to Dave, as well as Copper by Design is so far the only building that I made a slight oops on, but that will be getting updated as well. Let's do that. And probably updating the logistics as well. That was the other thing as I was going to mention as well. Oops, nope. Oh, dang it, didn't you unload that? Obviously, like I mentioned during Monday's stream, I did hit the limit in Bauer Logistics. So I think you guys are going to struggle to be able to keep products in there to get to the maximum sale price and have products for building. So I've actually now upped my one to 10 million litre capacity, so that's a lot of pallets.
I was wondering because I was sitting at 2.3 million and I've been just building the factories. I was like, that's a little close there. So
yeah, because my
just
aim
wondering.
mainly was to be able to store enough products in it to build at least 2 factories, if possible. So yeah, that is definitely not going to work. And why do I keep coming in here? I don't know. So yeah, I'll probably send that over to you guys. I know a few people have already said, oh, why is my logistics center not taking any more pallets? So yeah, that'll be why. The 2.6 million just isn't enough. But I did send Mr. Boomhauer a message yesterday and he hasn't replied regarding his storage. So still, if anybody's waiting on an answer from me regarding Mr. Boomhauer's storage, you'll have to wait for him. Right, 1, 2,
What's
3.
wrong with Mr. Boomhauer's storage?
So I've had 2 or 3 people message me saying that the electric labour support and morale isn't distributing back out of it. It's storing it, but it's not distributing it back out.
I don't think they had the latest one because he took those out at one
They're
point.
still in there. I actually downloaded it yesterday. I think it was yesterday or Monday, and they're still in there. So yeah. Plus they want to know if the Platinum DLC pallets were going to be added into it as well, his storage.
I wouldn't think he's doing anything with it right now.
Yeah. I know he's busy on 7 days, so yeah. I have no idea either. But yeah, I messaged him anyway, so but he never got back to his. Let's see if I can get you reconnected. There we go. Yes. There's that. Back. There we go. Let's close you. Apply. Okay. Now then, I should have just left that over here, but I didn't, because I'm digging back. Let's see, I have a pretty powerful PC, a Ryzen 9 5950X, 64 gig RAM, 2060 Super 8 gig graphics card, and my game runs on my NVMe HDD. Nice, that's a bit of a beast of a machine. I have a experimental map running all the factories and I'm down to 20 FPS, many places about 45 FPS on the edge of the map. Yeah, and that was one thing that was kind of worrying me, is how people's systems are going to handle having all those productions up and running, plus obviously the additional placeables as well. And obviously mine is now actually starting to struggle a little bit. Yeah. But it is what it is. I'm also streaming as well, so that wouldn't help. Maybe I should just stop streaming and then that'll help. But to be honest, it's like I've always said, when I started on PV County, I was on like an i3 laptop. I didn't care if I had lag. Obviously, I've got a little bit slack now that I've got a beefier PC. But to be honest, I just love the map that Dave's put out anyway, so I'm going to keep playing it regardless.
With all due respect, that's not a pretty powerful PC anymore.
Yeah, I know, compared to some of those graphics.
I don't think mine is a powerful PC anymore, and I've got a better CPU and graphics card. Well, CPU at 5950, I'm not sure where that ranks, but the graphics card is better than what he has.
Yeah, it's a 3900X?
Yeah, the 39 versus the 5950. Yeah.
60, I think. Is it 2060? I can't remember the other one.
He has a 2060 Super. I have a 2070 Super, but I don't think mine is a powerful system. Not with what's out there today.
Yeah, true. Very, very true.
Hey, Billy, I have a question for you here.
I know nothing.
I have nails.
You have nails? Well
on
done!
The well, the problem is I'm trying to put in Hispanos, and they're not going in the Hispano
because they're
trailers.
a bulk product, not a product. Oops.
Gotcha, okay. I completely You probably told me that I just forgot about it.
Yeah, they're already set
Thanks
to
for-
the bulk category, so you can put them into tippers and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't ever seen any anywhere. Yeah, myself. Yeah. So, yeah. But to be honest, it's like I said, I'm used to playing on a map with a lot of lag, so I'm still going to play it regardless. But I have started seeing the odd little infringement, should we say, or issue. It's like when I was placing down the exotic oil. It took about 10 minutes to load in for some weird reason. I actually went out and back in just to get it to load in. It was really weird, I don't know why. But yeah, things like that are just starting to pop up and think, like, yeah, okay, I think I'm going to have a lot of issues later on down the road, but yeah. You all do a good job, don't stop Billy. No worries, yeah, obviously we're going to be carrying on regardless. So actually, while I think about it, obviously during my week off there was obviously a few things that I've pointed out that I've been doing. One thing in addition that I have now got up and running is obviously Heartland Bread. I also got the sawmill that's built into the map purchased and up and running. I was able to get one of the buildable bridges placed down and actually built. Yay, Bascule Bridge. So I've got a nice little road going straight over. I ended up clearing a little pathway out of the wood area. Actually, what I could do is probably grab a truck in a minute and take a drive through there, just to show you what I've currently got done. I'm kind of now thinking that I've got that big open area by the sawmill, is to transfer my current woodwork area into that sort of area, so and then turn that area into maybe one big field where everything is. Obviously, if you don't know what the heck I'm on about, I'll have to jump over there and have a look, show you guys, make it life a little bit easier. Saving. But the worst thing is, one of the good things is also not having all of your productions up and running as well is another good way to save on your frames. Right. I do also have global market in here, which could also be worth playing up a little bit. I don't know. So this area here, I'm kind of thinking of turning into like maybe a field or something. I did get rid of that field for the minute because it's just a bit of a pain in the butt. But yeah, I'm thinking now waiting for all this to clear out first of all, and then transfer it over to where the sawmill is. Actually, I could probably take a little wander down here. So, obviously I've got this cutaway that I've done previously already set up, but I do have another one further down. Now, it didn't come out where I kind of wanted it to be. I think it must have gone off on a slight angle or something. I was kind of hoping maybe around about here. But yeah, it didn't quite work out that way. It actually came out all the way over here. But that's not a bad thing. I think it's going to be kind of a nice thing to just maybe make a path going into the dead forest there, and then having like the cemetery there and the morgue and stuff like that. So it could work out quite well for me, and then maybe having another road coming across there and this sort of marrying in. So it might work out. It might just work out. So yeah, I've got this little road coming down here. I may end up putting another road in. I haven't got a clue yet. But obviously, where I've put it on a slight angle, it's kind of a hard one to judge where I'd want a road. Maybe in that direction, possibly towards the farm. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I've got the little dirt road coming along the water side here, all nice and tidy with a little barrier there by Mr. Darius. This doesn't really do jack. It still end up having you try to go over the top of that. But yeah, I've got the Bascule Bridge in here. I do have an idea of what I want to do with those three buildings there once they're gone. But obviously, one thing is money. Again, I need. I was kind of thinking maybe the Dole factory or something like that. Not the Dole, the Solo factory. I was thinking maybe popping over there. I think that'd be kind of a nice one. It's not too far from obviously the orchards and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, I've got all this up and running now. I've got quite a bit of actually running out of space on some of the stuff. Ooh. I got my little forklift brought over here. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking, because obviously this is a nice open area, and I know Dave's already kind of taken a lot of this area, put down most of the the wood turner, the what's it, the shingle factories and all that down here. So I might end up putting them all over here as well. But yeah, I do need to get some of those moved. I do want to actually add in another road, sort of heading off towards those buildings and then across. But it's getting there slowly. And obviously, like anything, it's money at the end of the day. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. There we go. I have got a couple of these little flatbed containers that by Hispano Modern set up. One for the surfboards, one for the bunny. So as they drop down, they go straight in. It's kind of really useful, those are. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Right, there we go. I really need to get these contracts finished. Otherwise, I'll not get paid. But yeah, definitely looking forward to getting those other orchards down, and then we can start getting them harvested soon. But yeah, it's very, very laggy today. I'm not sure why it's so laggy. It's not usually this bad. It's usually cleared up by now, which is very strange. Let me just double check that I haven't got anything else running in the background. That shouldn't be. Taskmaster. That's fine, that's fine. That can be closed now. Yeah, so Discord, game, Edge, and OBS. Ooh, geez, OBS takes a lot of memory, doesn't it, to run? I never realised that.
Yeah.
It's actually more than
Just a
the
little
game.
bit.
Freaking heck. Interesting. I rarely ever look at the actual stats and stuff, so it's kind of interesting to see them now. Oh, blimey. That's crazy. I think I might have to show you guys. Yeah, so my current system is like that. My GPU is at 92%. My video encoding is at 54. And my GPU memory usage is, yeah, maxed. It's like, not good. My temperature is 68 degrees Celsius. That's pushing the limits. I'm thinking. Oh well. We'll just carry on as always. Alright then, so you're finished. Let's get this other one unloaded. But yeah, at some point I do want to look into purchasing the land up ahead. I've got a few ideas of what I want to do over there actually. Obviously it's a nice big opened grassland area at the minute, so yeah. I do have a few ideas. Whether they're going to come into fruition, I have no idea. Actually, let's close that. There we go. Now, one thing I did mention the other day is about the global market mod. Obviously, that has now obviously got the buildings on the in-game mod hub that can be used with it. And I went to the wrong spot. I won't come over here. I did end up placing down the actual buildings to show you guys. And they're over here. So obviously you do have your pallet storage first of all. Now I don't know if you can actually go into these. I haven't actually looked at them. Nope. But as far as I'm aware, what you should be able to do is actually park a truck on each of these and unload. Yeah, they don't have any animations or nothing. So you got that there. You also have this drive-through, which is for unloading your bulk products and selling them off through the global market. You have your bale storage right there, as well as a liquid storage, and all of this to work. If you want to use them, you do need obviously this global market mod installed as well and running. Obviously, you do have one part that is part of a mod that needs to be activated in game. There's also a extension that you run from your desktop or wherever that connects you to that server. That's one thing I haven't got activated today. You can actually see that I'm offline at the minute. But you can actually then go through, sell products to other players, you can buy from other players and stuff like that. So yeah, having these, from what I understand, having these will allow players to buy them whenever you're around type thing and when you're offline. It's kind of a nice idea. I do want to see if the mining materials will be able to be sold through it. I'm not sure about that yet. We'll have to wait and see on that one. And let's see how this is doing quickly. You're fine. You're pumping away. You're good. Okay. Oh, that's something I do need to get emptied out. Is obviously in the morgue. But I'm going to wait till the end of autumn before doing that. That's fine. I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was doing that selling when I finished off those contracts. Need to concentrate on one thing at a time. Obviously, I've got not much left on my farm to currently do. All my animals are perfectly all fed up and such, so it's just really jumping around. Where are you? Oh, there you are. And sorting out factories and such at the minute. I do have Free-to-Lay now up in purchased and built. That was one thing I did get sorted out last week. I've started adding in the potatoes and the salt. Obviously, I've still got to wait for that milk to get the cheeses and such. Oh crap! But the nice thing is, where I've got my board and dairy, it's literally just down the road from it, so it's even better. I've got. Oh, I need to go grab some vinegar because I do want to get the herbicide maker up and running. There we go. So, how are we doing on these contracts anyway? Thinking about it. Details on. So I'm doing the alt one at the minute, so that should almost be there. There we go. I do want to save that alt for later, because I can put that into Heartland breads. Oh, that's what I was going to look at. Oh no, I've already looked at the bridge and it's not quite there yet. Actually, one thing as well, while I remember, some people have been asking about the fish on the map as well. And I think they're kind of confused about some of the things. So one thing what you have to do is own, I'm going to run through this quickly, own a waterways. So obviously if you start, I think on most of these starts, you do get at least one waterway. So this one right here, for example, I own from since day one. Most of you guys should do already. Along this stretch of water, there is multiple fish triggers. Now, you do need to allow it to rain first of all, for it to basically build up on your fish. Once you've got that, you're going to need a fishing boat to start off with. Now, I only came through, I think it was yesterday or the day before, so I'm not even sure if any of these triggers will be filled. I have found some, and in the mod pack there is the little boys, or boys, I don't know what the heck, is it boys? I think they're called, aren't they? There's little markers up here. And what you can do is pop
Buoy.
the buoy, that's it. When you
Buoy.
find a trigger, buoy, whatever, when you find a trigger, so there should be one somewhere around here. I'm not going to look too easily, but if I do this, you can see that little box, yellow box, that is the trigger. There's, I think I've got about 5 or 6, I'm not sure, maybe a few more along here. When you want to place these down, hit the V key, and you can pop one down by the trigger. What you could actually do is do one in each corner if you wanted to mark it perfect out. I've just popped one down to give it a general idea of where it is. But yeah, let me turn that off a minute. And all you literally have to do is drive over or into that trigger, and you should, in your F1 menu, if I can get it to come around far enough, come on, come on, there we go. It shows start filling in the top right there, or top left, I should say. Hit the old R key, and that is then going to fill your boat. Obviously, there's nothing in there at the minute for me to load. I've just hit the R key and it's not loading anything, so it's probably because I've just emptied it out. Literally all you have to do is do that and then go find your next one. Obviously I've got one, I've got two here. There's one on the right hand side of the bridge. But yeah, you just literally go up and down to try and find those different triggers. There's another one right there. I'll show you these ones. So you got one there, one there. On the right hand side of here. On the right, over here. There's another one right in here. Depending on what bridge you've got, it may be a bit tricky to get to, but it's fine and it's fine for me. You got one just here, near to the shop, and there's another one just up there. There is more further down, but I'm not going to show them all off. Okay, I want you guys to try and find them. Took me a good 2 days to find most of them. And that was hard enough, going up and down, up and down. Obviously, if you wanted to cheat, you could just do the old F5 and find them that way. But yeah, obviously once you've gone through, collected what's in your triggers, obviously you're then going to need to unload those fish. Obviously with the lobsters, that's further down the river. Obviously you are going to need bait fish and stuff like that for the traps. What you can do is in the mod pack. I'm trying to slowly talk through this. There's the docking stuff, or the dock stuff, port, whatever you want to call it, and it's basically a load of things that you can actually place out on the water. Obviously, make sure to hit that V key. As you can see, I've just set up a simple little area here at the minute. Stop. There we go. Obviously, the first thing is you're going to need this little water butt, or fish butt, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, you're going to be under here, under PV mods, under others. Just scroll through, and it's this one right here. It's the fish tank. This is what you're going to be unloading into. Now, obviously, as you can see, there is one side for loading and one side for unloading. Obviously, you unload into the water side, and then you use a special tanker that Dave's already set up to take the fish out of that and then take it to wherever it needs to go. So it could be the animal food production, the fish market there as well. I think that's the only thing that at the minute that'll take the fish. But yeah, you literally just drive over that little trigger and you'll get, obviously, like any trailer, the unload option. Obviously I haven't got anything in there, so I'm not going to get it. Oh, hello. But yeah, that is literally all you have to do with it. You just load it into here and then grab your truck, your trailer, or your tractor and trailer with this one. Obviously this is going to be under, I think it's, I've got to remember now. I cannot remember. Is it animals? I'm guessing maybe transport. Where the heck is it? Nope. Boats maybe. I know I found it the other day, but I can't remember where. Miscellaneous maybe. Where's the little tanker thing, Dave? Can you remember where you put it?
What tanker are you
For
talking
the
about?
transporting fish. Transport?
In the animal tankers, I think.
Nope.
Nope, can't remember.
Trailers. I know I found it somewhere, but yeah, somewhere in amongst all of these trailers and such, there is one there anyway. I can't freaking find it now. I found it.
It's not under animal transport?
Not for me.
It should be under the transport. Animal
There.
transport, right? The blue one.
No. What about that one there? The one that's got fish
Huh.
transport on it. Let's see. Fish transport. What if I can search for that? There we go. If you can't find it, just do it this way. Find the make of it and then find it there. So yeah, there you go. So obviously this is what you're going to need to transport your fish. I couldn't find it there for a minute. Jeez, that is bad. Obviously there is the color options if you wanted to change it. If you want, I've just literally left it as it is. But yeah, hook it up to your truck, your tractor, a little trailer, little car or something. And just literally all you have to do is drive over this trigger and then load it in. And like I said, you can then take it to your fish market. Obviously this is your little fish market. Obviously you do have your fish on there. You will need pallets and packaging as a master booster in here. So yeah, and it looks like I disconnected there for a sec. I do apologise, but yeah, I've been literally using the fish at the minute solely for cat food. But yeah, that is literally all you have to do. Just find those triggers, put a marker down. Also, one thing to remember, use the V key when doing it. So PV mods, under others. Obviously you can make your docks a little bit more neat and tidy if you wanted to. Obviously Dave has added in a lot of different options for you guys. There's even a boat repair there, a boat refueling. So definitely cool. So this is the little buoy, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, as you can see at the minute, it's saying it's overlapping another object. Let me do this a sec. Okay, so if I do this, obviously hit the V key. That'll override it, and you can actually then place it down, maybe one in each corner if you wanted to. And that'll just mark where you need to drive into. So, yeah, that's the fishies done. Obviously, make sure to turn all this back off. But yeah, there's a lot of different things in there. Your conveyors. Plus, at some point, I do need to get Tashi Cats down. And I went too far, didn't I? But yeah, obviously, that is going to be sometime later. Obviously, this thing right here is going to be for making your lobster pots or cages. Obviously, you need products from the Aurora Textiles, like the netting. You're going to need metal and stuff like that, plus bait fish to make them. So, and that's what you basically need to place down one of these guys, and then yeah, you can make your lobster cages, which goes all the way down the far end. But yeah, I haven't got to the lobsters yet, so I'm not even worried about it. But yeah. Yeah, so I was thinking, I don't know, what do I need to do next? Finish off unloading this guy. Where are you? Because I think we must be getting. Oh yeah. So there we go. The trailer is found in the animal category in the store, not the animal transport, is it? Which is totally silly. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Bodine. So it's under the tools and animals. I should have looked there, shouldn't I? I am a dingbat. Yes, I am. Do 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 do. Right. Back trailer. No, I don't want to detach you. I want to go to the trailer because I want it to detach that one for a minute. Is that all again? Really? Man, that wasn't much in there. Okay, fair enough. So, oh, contract complete. That's fine. Oops. And the wheat is the last one. That says wheat, yeah. Oh, yes. But yeah, obviously if you can't find something, or you can always go into the brands and look for the brand name. That does help as well. But look in the logical places first of all. There we go. Cool. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-bam. Oh, it looks like my phone disconnected from OBS again. Oh, for crying out loud.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna check out for a little while. I'll see you tonight, Dave, on the server.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Have a good night.
Good
Hey, you
night.
too.
Good night? That's terrible.
Okay.
Good night. Matt, it's terrible. Has he been up all night, is he? There we go.
I don't think so.
You looked... Oh, Mr. Bodine. You cheating son of a gun. Right, let's see. Let's see. I think I'll come back to that one in a moment. Actually, let me collect you. Right, I'm going to take a little drive down to good old Heartland Bread. See if I can drop this lot off. Or at least some of it. Ah, no, I need flour first, don't it? So flour factory first. And maybe try and recover some of these frames. Oh, there we go. It's helping. That's helping. Smooth off a little bit. Must be something around that area there. Don't know. Very, very strange. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dang it. I need to come through and smooth that off a little bit more. Always doing that. Come on, come on. There we go. I want you covered on. There we go. Right then, let's go chill out and take a little drive. Mr. Cope TV, how are you doing, sir? Fastest way to find things? Yeah, I know. That's very, very true. Some days I like to just struggle. Yeah, let's go drop this lot off first of all. And then what I'll probably do is look into having a quick break, grab a fresh drink, stretch my legs and such, and then maybe get a contract on the go. Especially when I'm currently... Yeah. Hello dear, what's up? No worries, Mr. Cope. Anytime, Mr. Cope. Anytime. Oh, is Mr. Cope? Oh, you don't have the DLC yet. Oh no, dude. That's not good. Neither do I, to be honest. But then again, I haven't got the game installed. Oh, Dave, did you see an email from Giants earlier come through? I have not looked.
I haven't looked.
Okay.
Should I?
You can do. It's not going to be a big issue. You have Texas, yes. I haven't got a Foggy Switch one. The last one I got. I don't think I had Texas last. Trying to think what I had last. That's what I'll look on Steam. Nah, I can't think of what it was. Yukon maybe? Was my last one. Where's Steam? There. Ooh! Big update to Steam. Oh, horrible. Yeah, I don't think he's ever had that set up. Oh, oh, oh. Behave, Steam. There we go. Let's see if I can do a bit of driving and library. American Truck Sim. Does it show? Where are you? Where are you? DLCs. I've got Colorado, Idaho. Is it Colorado? Or is that the next one? No. How do I see the ones that I've got? I have no idea. Ooh, Kansas. Da, 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 da. I'm pretty sure. I've got a feeling that is it Yukon or something was the last one I got. I can't remember.
No, there's no Yukon.
Is it
It's a
Yukon?
different game.
Da, 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 da.
Wyoming. Oh,
It might be Wyoming, that's it. Yeah, I never got to Texas, so yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, to be honest, I haven't played it in nearly, what, 2 years, so... crashing too much doesn't help, that's for sure. There we go, there we go, there we go. Righty. Oh, I've still got them placed down, have I? Okay. Out. How are we doing so far? That's fine. Wheat is definitely. Wheat gets more flour or grains brought up here. Dang. You play with the controller, saves money on the Logitech 920. Yeah, obviously, like how well I've got the G920 already. But yeah, like I said, I've kind of messed up my pedals a bit, shall we say. I don't even know if they'd work on ATS now. But yeah, I really need to get it sorted out. Works well for a farm sim, that's for sure. Oh. But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed at that myself on that. So I've got some apartment blocks. That what we got down here. So I've got my good old bakery is up and running permanently. And as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 conveyors old pulling it across. Hello, Monkey Moo. 600. So that's going to be a nice little payday in January. Thank you. Ooh. It's a bit full, dear.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. But thank you. But yeah, obviously these are great for using the containers with. I love it. But what we got else down here anyway? We got Heinz. I think I've got most of that already, to be honest. But yeah, this is the one main thing I really want the logistics for, is to be able to have enough products stored up to basically bring it all in one hit if I could, or at least 2. Wolfies. I don't got enough concrete and all that. Obviously, it's the main one. Oh, furniture. That's something I don't have. Or chairs and tables. Ew. That's something I'm gonna have to get up and running at some point. I'm kind of thinking maybe a drink next. Vodka. What do we need for vodka? Lots. Drywall. Got plenty of shingle. Could be lacking on the shingle. I'd have to check that. Blocks, I should be fine. Plates. Staircase railing. I don't even think I've got many of them. Staircase railing, I wonder. Obviously, one nice thing with the time-saving stock check, it does actually show you locations of everything as well. Obviously, just select the product, and then down at the bottom here, it says show location, and it'll actually bring up everything. Ooh, that's not bad. So we've got 28 there, we've got 28 there, we've got some out and some there. Obviously, if they show like this, or a pallet, or in the pallet form, that means that they've been spawned out somewhere. Now, obviously, with those, they're probably outside the wood turner for that. What did I need? 25. So yeah, I've got plenty for that. So I could possibly look into doing the vodka next. I've got plenty of potatoes and stuff in storage to get it up and running. So that's an idea. I like it. Well, that's where Taco Bell is. I was looking for you the other day and it wouldn't show me the location. Now I know. I had a feeling I was up here, but yeah, I totally missed that one. I got you going, you're going. Cool. Right. Go into the back container. There we go. We'll get you unloaded. Bodine's already halfway through. Really? It only came out bleaking, well, not even 24 hours ago. That is, have you actually slept yet, Bodine? I did the event and 2 of the achievements. Wow, holy cripes. You guys are mental. You really, really are. I need to click that. So yeah, like I said, I did get Heartland bread built and it's actually up and running. It's nearly full, so I do need to get some containers down here. So 1, 2, 3. Might as well grab at least 4 loads of different containers. Wow, holy cripes. So let's get them other ones spawning out. So this is one thing I really like those containers for, because you can just set this to spawn and actually just have them placed by the triggers there. I'll bring them over in a little while to show you guys. It's perfect for just loading them straight into the containers. It takes them off the map, it's quite nice. But let's get this guy finished off up here. Oh, it helps if I'm on the right screen. There we go. It keeps turning itself off. Stop doing that. Yes, Grinwald, I do know. I actually was showing it off on Monday, and I've actually got some right here. So it's the Load King container super breed on the in-game mod hub by Mr. Hispano Modding. This is actually one that actually does the tipping. There's also the version that is great for the containers, but yeah, you can literally hook up multiples of these. I've actually got a set of 5 currently set up. Oh, wrong spot. I want to come over a bit more. There's logistics. Yeah, so with obviously the bridge building at the minute, I did actually test it out, and yeah, I got 5 right there all hooked up together. I'm using the Titan containers. It's the 20-foot high cube I'm currently using, so 100,000 litre per container. And obviously, where most of them are actually set to a maximum of 100,000, so it's perfect. You just literally leave it by the trigger, and they'll autoload straight into it if you wanted to. The decals are a little bit fuzzy. I don't know if it's maybe just my graphics, probably. But yeah. Obviously, I had them filled up with each of the different products. I did have to obviously handball in the nails, but it worked perfectly. Obviously, the straps are on the inside, held them down pretty well, and yeah. The only issue I did have was going through the forest over there to get around and down there, so yeah. But at some point I do want to purchase obviously that land over there where the forest is, and then create a road down and through, so you can actually get in down here easily, rather than have to go all the way up and around the map itself. But it would be nice to transport log containers. Yeah, you could use it for the log containers. I believe it does have a strap option on there. Actually, that's one thing I haven't tested yet. Because obviously, if I come in here a sec, 30 foot. Yeah, so you could technically strap some of these guys down onto those trailers as well. Or even if you wanted to do the 40 footers as well. Yep, that would probably work. Maybe have 2 or 3 of them in a row. Do a nice long road train. It's an option, obviously, guys. But yeah, obviously in-game, if you haven't seen them, let's come into here. So it's under Tools, Miscellaneous, along with all the other container stuff. So you got your grain trailers, obviously the Titan versions. These Titans basically add in real-world logos, company logos. Obviously you got your liquid versions, and then obviously you got your open flat rack containers. Now, one thing I did have a look into is on Facebook, in one of their images, they actually show these as flat packed. One of the comments on one of the posts, somebody was actually asking, how do you flat pack them? And obviously the Hispano Modern did reply saying they do not at the minute fold downwards. He's still working on it. He's had some issues or something, but yeah, these are pretty cool as well. Regardless, they do, from what I understand, also accept logs on there as well as pallets if you wanted to. That's one thing I haven't tried yet, but obviously you got the different sizes. You got your 20, 25, 30 to 35, 40 to 45. Obviously, the bigger they are, the more they will hold as well. And obviously, you do get the high cube versions on some of these. Also, you got your Titan with your real life names, and then the containers itself. And I like these side ones as well. These are quite good for the breads and stuff. But obviously, I am using the 20-foot one. These ones here, the standard containers at the minute. But obviously, you do get the other different sizes. Actually, it's these ones here, the Titans, to be honest, because I've gone for some real life company logos that are actually, I see coming in daily on the container ships where I am in the UK. So yeah. They're kind of cool. But yeah, obviously, if you, say, for instance, had one of the big 45-foot high cubes, it's like 240,000 litre capacity on there, which is basically 240 pallets to transport in. Yeah. Obviously, imagine trying to do that across this map, doing all those pallets. Bye-bye frame rates. Obviously, load them into these containers is going to basically remove them from the map, and it's going to make life so much easier, and I love it. Obviously, carrying on from that, then you do have these Load King trailers that came out on Monday. And obviously, these are set up for, these are going to be for your container, most of your standard containers, these guys right here. But then you do have the tipping ones that I was just showing a minute ago when unloading at the grain mill there. But yeah, they come in all the different sizes from your 20-foot right up to your 45-foot axles. Obviously, you do have multiple on the 40 and the 45-foot ones. You've got different axles there, so definitely well worth grabbing them. But yeah, you can hook them up. So you do have the front version. Obviously, you can hook onto the back one right there as well. But yeah, you can literally have 3, 4, 5 in a row, like I've got right here, or even more if you wanted to. So yeah, but yeah, I opted for like the smaller ones, the 20-footers, so they're fine for me. But yes, I think what I'm going to do is get this harvester doing a quick contract before it gets too late. Let me drop that time down so it's not going to get too dark for you guys. Let's put it on to 1. I did see one more contract that was ready there to be done. But I am going to cheat and teleport him to field 49. Because I really can't be bothered to drive over there. Just out of curiosity, where is 49? 40, 40, 40, 49. Oh, actually, I could drive that. That's not too far. I could do that quickly. It's just over the bridge. This thing shifts a bit. But yeah, there's something around here that's causing a little bit of lag for me. I wonder what that could be. I seem to notice it more around here than I do anywhere else on the map, which is strange. I'll get out of here and I bet that will cover. Yeah, there's definitely something going on around here. Interesting. Hope it's not these combines. That would be a pain, wouldn't it? My favourite contract combine is causing frame rate issues. It's an in-game combine as well. Go figure. Let's get rid of you. Because that's just going to upset me. Yeah, that's how I know that there's definitely something straining my GPU, is those displays go all fuzzy. Oh, joyful, joyful. But, as always, I do carry on. Why have I got that tune? Doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know how many of you guys over in America have ever heard of a place called Longley in the UK. They've got like a animal zoo set up there, and my wife wants to seen it on TV earlier, and she now wants to go over there and play with the koalas and stuff and kangaroos. So, oh, great. Oh, slow down, slow down. So I think at some point during the summer holidays we'll probably be going there, I would imagine. But there's still that animal farm up the road from us as well we want to go to, so oh boy. Busy, busy, busy. That is for sure. But I think at the minute, at least, most of the redecorating the flat, obviously we've been doing over the last couple of months, is now done. There's just a few bits and pieces to sort out now, and then that's it. It's like mainly like pictures and stuff like that, curtains. So getting there slowly, getting there. Got to take one of our cats to the vets at some point. I've noticed on her ear and above her right eye, it looks almost like she's getting severe dry skin, eczema type thing. So yeah, I need to get her booked in. So more money out. Dang it. Right, let's get you up and running, and I'll take a quick break to stretch thy legs. Yeah, I'm always wondering if she's like becoming allergic to something that's in the house, or the flat, I should say. And yeah, I'm not sure really. I have that issue around my gulp pen. Frame FPS drops to 16. Goes to... Yeah. It's a weird one, that's for sure. Is that recovered yet? No, it's not even recovered. I don't know. Maybe something running in the background. I know the other day I had an update, so it could be that needs to be sorted out. I don't know. Go, get you hired. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is take a quick break and I will be back. Hopefully some of this lag is going to subside in the meantime. But yeah, let's go over to the intermission screen. And I'll be back in a couple, guys. And we're back in. How you doing there, surfing cowboy? Da, 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 da. Give you a quick shout out. There we go. So if you guys are not following Surfing Cowboy Gaming, make sure to click on his link. Give him a follow, guys. He is a member of the SGA, but does different games and different maps. It's terrible. It's really terrible. Anyway, let's see how we're doing. Horrible. Anyway, so while this guy is doing his dues, he's got plenty of time. Let's see what I can see. See, look, there you go. Back up to my 17 and 18, so depending on where I am. Oh well, doesn't matter. I am not too worried about my frame rates anyway, so let's get rid of you. Oops, wrong key. Yes, right. You need to empty it out at some point, but I'm going to leave these guys to keep filling it up with surfboards, and I do have some bunnies still to sell. I do know I did find some other bunnies actually in a new area that I own by this sawmill, so I need to get them picked up at some point. So I could also take that drive around, I don't know yet. Let's see, so let's have a little look at something a minute. Oh, herbicide, there. I want to see what soaps this will take. It will take the lavender soap. Good. I do have the soap factory place down as well. It's actually right behind my butcher's, kind of handy. So I can start getting some pallets over there. I've got some vinegar, I've got charcoal. I could get some more charcoal brought over actually. Okay. Let's go do that. I'll go grab my other truck later on. At the minute he can stay up by the grain mill. No, I don't want to disconnect. I want to back tab to my truck. Oh crap. Come on. Where are you? Oh, you're going that way yet. Okay. Let's disconnect that trailer. And I can go grab another one. Just getting things ready to fly out tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you're flying back, ain't you? Wow. But yeah, how's your mum doing, by the way? I know I keep missing your comments regarding her. Hopefully she's doing okay. But yeah, if you guys are not following Surfing Cowboy, make sure to click on that link and give him a follow as well, yeah. I know he commented a little while ago, but is Mr. Viking still out there? I was kind of wondering about what food he's been putting into his goat and sheeps. Is it just one product, or is he putting a little bit of each? Hey, Earthly Epic Gaming, how you doing there, sir? And Mr. J Gaming, how are you as well, sir? Let's give Mr. Udley a shout out. Also, there is a shout out from Mr. Udley Epic Gaming. Make sure to click on his link and give him a follow, guys. And I want to check something. Okay, that's fine. Somebody messaged me a minute ago. I can get back to them later after the stream, that's fine. Do any of you know a good peanut harvester? So the only real peanut harvester currently is obviously my root crop harvester should do it. Obviously under, where is it? I think there's PV mods here. Yep, you got this thing right here, the rootster. Obviously it's up on my Trello currently. It will do peanuts. You just need the rear part of it. In addition to that, under the Beat technology, you do have the Roper Tiger that comes with the mod pack. You can use that. Also, I think so. Aussie Kanga has a triple wide version, I think it's of the Homer, set up to do the peanuts as well. You could use on his Trello. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything else out there. So yeah, you can try any of those. I need to get some carrots harvested to do a test on the carrots and the onions on here. Obviously I've updated my one, but I haven't actually been able to get it tested properly in game yet. Obviously once it is updated and tested, I'll get it thrown up on the Trello and updated on the Trello. But yeah, it should do peanuts already. Right, so I need to pick up my little container from over here. So hopefully that helps you out there, Mr. J Gaming. There's a little gold panning yesterday. Bit gold panning? Really? That's an interesting thing to do. Is that real life gold panning, or is that like in-game or something? I'm not sure. It was a full body work. Ah, okay, so but a real life gold panning, yeah. That can be, yeah, quite physical. Definitely. Right, so I wanted to grab some lye. Actually, I think I might have some. No, it wasn't lye, was it? I needed. What did I need for it? Charcoal. That's the one. Obviously, this container itself is like the 45 high cube version. It's a bit of overkill, but it'll do for now. I just need 25 pallets brought over. It'll do. It will do. But yeah, some of those bigger, like the breads, for example, these big ones are really perfect for it. Especially if you've got a high amount in storage or whatever, if you want to sell it all off in one hit. It's like 240 pallets in there, it's kind of cool. And living in Cali, there is a lot of places to do that here. Ah, right, okay. Actually, yeah, I think I've never actually done it personally, the old looking for gold and stuff, but yeah, I've obviously watched a lot of like programs. Over here they have things like gold hunters and opal hunters and this, that, and the other hunter. But yeah, just watching them, and I think, geez, just starting out, obviously got that little, the panning and stuff like that. It's, yeah, a lot of physical labour there. And if you're doing that all day, that's, yeah, I bet you're absolutely knackered from that. Absolutely knackered. There we go. Right, behave. I have noticed using the keyboard and mouse. I don't know if it's anybody else who uses a wheel as well. I've noticed I don't jackknife my trucks as much doing keyboard and mouse than I did with the old steering wheel there. It's kind of weird. Right, let's see if I can get just that. See, I don't need the lye at the minute. I only need the charcoal. But I'm kind of hoping if I just put one down and get that filled in first of all, it should make it so it only does the one. Now some of these pallets you do have to lift up a little bit to get them to load in, I've noticed. It is a bit of a pain, but it's not too bad. There we go. Let's you, you. We'll lift that one up if we can. Come on, slide off, slide off. There we go. Also, one other thing as well with these, just be very careful with your hand if you are doing it this way. You can lose the ability to use it and obviously have to restart. It's a bit of a pain. Let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you. There we go. How many is that going to be in there so far? It's 7 pallets? 8 pallets, there we go. Well, that's a start. How are we doing actually for materials for this thing? I do. What am I missing? What am I missing? Any ideas? Which chips is it? Not, I need to get some more pallets brought over here. Okay. I do need to reset. Oh, that should be on 1. That should be on 1. There. Okay, so I do need to get some more pallets brought over. Now, I do have some on a trailer somewhere. Where did I put it? That's a freaking good question. Well, see, now that's something I would love to be able to do in some of these other factories. Have that smoke coming out of the chimneys. It's still something that's missing, I think, from a lot of these productions. There we go. And there we go. Right, let's make sure that you keep producing. You're fine, you've got plenty of space left in you, that's fine. I have studied water flow and river beds for a while. Ah, okay. Ah. Very, very cool. What's the strangest thing you... Now, obviously, I don't know how often you go out to rivers and stuff like that, but what's the strangest thing you've pulled out of a river so far there, Udley? Out of interest. It'd be cool if we had a map with gold panning. I got a feeling that there is one that has something similar to gold panning. Oh, I briefly saw a video by FS Miner, and he had a quite interesting setup with some belts and stuff like that, and he was making loads of gold bars and stuff. I don't know what map he was on, to be honest, but if you wanted to try it out, you're more than welcome to maybe go over to YouTube, check out FS Miner, see if you can get an idea. It might have been like the Azura map, I'm not sure. It was either that or something that he's created himself. I've just started doing it recently, but I have seen rattlesnakes and bear tracks. Whoa. Yeah, gotta be careful of those bear tracks, that's for sure. The snakes I'm not too worried about, but yeah, bears. They might be big, fluffy, cuddly things, but yeah, I wouldn't trust them at all. That is for definite. Oh, excuse me. Let's put some lights on. But yeah, obviously I've got my little butcher factory up there, behind actually where the tobacco is. And then sort of tucked behind them I've actually got my soap factory placed down there. I still need to finish off the path coming out of it, but obviously I do need to see what it's like trying to drive in there with a truck in that. I may have to adjust some of the roadways there. at some point. Right, this can be parked back up down here for now. Now I do... what was it else I was needing? Vinegar, wasn't it? So I do have a trailer... actually, one of the containers being filled up, so I can probably grab that while I'm at it. Let's use EU. But yeah, definitely liking those containers. Does make life a little bit easier. Kind of want to try out something actually with them. Somebody was mentioning about larger weight or a larger trailer for transporting things like cotton bales. I'm kind of wondering if you can add it in to those containers. See if they'll load that way. I'm not sure yet. You carry bear spray and a machete. Oh. Yep, that would definitely keep them at bay, wouldn't it? I don't think I've got a truck up there, but let me double check before I actually go driving up there. Vinegar, 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 V. Where is thy vinegar? DU vinegar. Let's visit you. Yeah, see, kind of a pain that they're a little bit low. Yeah, let's get you filling back up. But yeah, at least I can bring that truck up, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, it's actually been years since I've last been camping and stuff, but the nice thing is we don't get bears and stuff like that. It's deadly snakes over here, so we're kind of lucky in that sense. I think the only thing that we have to worry about is like mosquito bites and... nah, that's about it really. But I do know that the local or the UK wildlife guys, they're actually starting to reintroduce some of the animals that were basically extinct in the UK, and they're actually now starting to add them back in, like beavers and eagles and stuff like that up in Scotland. And obviously I did hear that they were thinking of adding in wolves again to the UK, because obviously we used to have a huge wolf population over here. So I think once they're in the UK, I don't know how many people are going to be going out camping. Oh, but yeah, you don't really see big populations anymore, or any wolves I don't think over here. It's a bit of a shame. Yukon Valley, maybe? Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they had that sort of panning, though. Actually, I suppose the best person to ask regarding the Yukon Valley map would be somebody like 2022 Farming Guy. He may know, because obviously he's played that map quite a bit. But yeah, the setup I seen was definitely, it was like a lot of belts coming out of a river, and they were producing a buttload of gold nuggets and gold bars and stuff. And it looked a lot like panning, in my opinion. What deer species do you have in the UK? So, we've got red deer, roe deer. I do know there's Chinese water deer over here. Actually, I'm not quite sure what other ones. I think there's about 6 or 7 different species over here, so there's a few. Not many. That'll do. I've never actually seen the Chinese water deer in person, but I've definitely seen the other two, because they're like the most common ones. But yeah, it's one thing that the wildlife over here is definitely lacking. There's a lot of the ones that sort of feed on other things, the predator type species. Yeah, they're re-adding them. It's like up in Scotland, if obviously up until quite recently, the Scottish wildcat was literally extinct. They ended up reintroducing them, and actually just over what I think it's 5 to 10 years of that, the population is doing really well up in Scotland now, which is kind of cool. So the biggest issue they are finding is probably going to be if they cross with like domestic cats. Are they going to get like sort of semi-tame cats, almost, I suppose, the best way to put it. So that's obviously always a big worry. Is it just me, or is the stream a little bit blurry? Yeah, I think it's actually, that's my internet. It's been really playing up something chronic this week. Plus, obviously, my frame rates in different places is dropping quite a lot. But yeah, I do apologise. I think there is a way of reducing the actual frames on the in Steam as well, or so it should clear up a little bit. Maybe try a different setting. But yeah, hopefully, obviously next week I will get my new internet, my fibre fitted. So hopefully that's going to boost it back up to where it should be. Ever since we mentioned about changing over and cancelling the current contract, they don't seem to give a toot. So yeah, and it looks okay to Mr. Bodine, but yeah. Actually, I'm looking at it on my computer and my phone. My phone seems fine, but that is set slightly lower on the FPS or the frame rates. But on the computer, it is looking a little bit blurry to me in places. See, at the minute it's quite clear, but if I go, say, back into the center there, it does start going a bit blurry. So I do apologise, guys. I'm trying my hardest. But yeah, I've just literally got to get through today, Friday, and then Monday next week, and then that is going to be the end of the old crappy internet. Yeah, they're going to be coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday to fit the new fibre, so woohoo! By lunchtime, with any luck, I'll be up and running. And it'll be downloaded in a second, uploaded in a second. It's going to be great! Right, let's get this vinegar unloaded. Yeah, right there, she's going to hit it with a little bit of lag there, so it's probably going to get a bit blurry. That's very, very weird. Oh, there we go. So why am I not going to get the pop-up? That's why. I'm not on the right freaking trailer bit. Here we are. But yeah, these containers that Hispano Modern are great. Obviously, I know a few people mentioned about them. What you can actually do is, obviously, just place them down near a trigger. Obviously, I've got my honey trigger over here, and I've just got a container loading them straight into there. Obviously, as you can see, I've got 22,000, nearly 22,500 litres of honey in there that I can just pick up at any time, load it onto a trailer, and just go for it. Actually, I do need to update that video that I did the other week, because there's a slight difference to it that I need to add back in. Obviously, just editing it to do the products isn't quite enough. You do need to add a new category with all those new different products in there, which I'll probably do at some point. But to be honest, I have reached out to Hispano Modern themselves and said, oh, do you know, you could just set it to priority category products, and then just add in a new category to add in the additional stuff like the honey and that. And yeah, obviously he is still waiting on 82 Studios, because obviously it's the script he's using, to see if he would agree with that. But yeah, it is a pain. Yeah, I've literally looked at a lot of the different mods on the in-game mod hub, the productions especially, and nearly all of them, if not all of them, are actually loading or registering the products into the product category. So it just makes sense just to set it to products and go from there. Hello, Mr. Neon. How are you doing, sir? He's gone really quiet now. Look at that. I'm always watching Twitch on your iPad. Ah, okay. He might say something in a minute. Who knows? Ah! Wow, holy heck. Thank you, Mr. Neon, for the resub for 9 months. Much appreciated, buddy.
You're very welcome.
Ah, there he is. But yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I gotta learn to turn on my headset before I come into Discord.
I was wondering whether that was probably what it is. That's fine. Yes. I always find that I'm muted whenever I come into Discord, and I'll start saying hi and that to people, and then think, oh crap, I'm muted. Oh. Yes.
How are you doing, Billy?
I'm not doing too bad, and so far my internet seems to be holding on. The odd little hiccup here and there, but it's doing fine. And
Yeah, I see you had a bit of an issue the other day, eh?
yeah, I have no idea what in the heck it is. I think what it is, we've ended up cancelling our current contract. It actually runs out next Tuesday anyway, but obviously we cancelled it. And it just seems to be ever since Monday, which is the day we phoned them up to cancel it, to make sure it didn't roll over again. It just seems to have gotten worse and worse and worse. So yeah, Monday I think I streamed for about an hour, and it disconnected like 13 or 14 times. It's like, what? That was just in that 1 hour. It's like I was saying earlier, during Dave's stream yesterday, I think it disconnected about 2 or 3 times throughout his stream. And then at least once again afterwards. It's like, come on, really? But yeah, I reset it literally an hour before going live. And this is the weird thing, is on the router, when I reset it, it didn't change from red. I ended up having to reset it and reset it and reset it about 2 or 3 more times just for it to begin sort itself out. I was like, what's going on? I just want a decent connection. Actually, I was getting that worried that I might not be able to stream today. Yeah. But yes, it seems to be fine for now, touch wood. Yes, right then, so... do I need anything else in here for the minute? I know I need milk and goat milk. Where the heck's the thing there? Right, that. Still waiting on some port to come through. Containers and wrappings can stay. Coca. I could bring some more eggs up here, so that's something else I could do. But yeah, I'm really waiting on milk or goat milk. Oh, actually, I do need to get a beef cow barn down at some point.
Hi, KW, how you doing?
I can't seem to get those containers to pick it up on the ground. Not sure what I'm doing. So depending which ones you're using, if they're being placed down on the ground, I always use the ones that have the side opening doors, they're vortex. And obviously you do have to have the doors on the side open for them to load. So for example, plus obviously you have to do that simple little edit that I mentioned about previously, which I could run through again if anybody was interested. So if I pop up here, where the heck's my chickens? There. Yeah, so obviously, like I said, I always use these side loading containers for loading. Obviously, you can walk up to it, hit the old E key to actually open the doors. obviously the door is the N key, and that will then auto load in. I believe if you could use any of the others, they have to be connected to a trailer to work, which is a bit of a pain. I've not been able to get them to work myself, but yeah. So obviously, if you've got them, the other ones on a trailer, you should be getting them to load. But obviously, these side ones should load in just like that. Obviously, that one seems to be working fine. So yeah. Anytime I think PVCC might be grindy, I remember how I made thousands of knives on Skyrim and other games. Then I'm happy to be farming. Yeah. How you doing there, HC and Vortex, by the way? Actually, I need to get my tractor taken back as well at some point. Yes. Yeah, give that a try. You should be good with the side loading containers. But yeah, obviously, I think it's the 20-foot high cubes are quite good, like I've been saying, for doing any of your buildables. And obviously with those new trailers that came out on Monday, it's even better, to be honest, in my opinion. I think that is pretty much it for now. Mod-wise, I think for this entire map, that's all we need now. We've got the trailers in there, we've got the containers. We can take those pallets off the map now. Obviously, one thing I do still want is a decent small storage to place down near these productions. Obviously, any ones that are using that giant script just, causes a lot of problems when loading in. I'd like just to have it show, say, so you got this much bread, so many litres, this much, this bread, this much litres. So, kind of like how it is with Barrel Logistics. If you actually look in the Placeables XML, the Barrel Logistics section, it's got each product and then it's only on one line with the amount that's in storage. Whereas if you go to like one of the giants storages, it lists each friggin' pallet. It's ridiculous. Just simple little things like that make the game load that little bit faster. It's nice.
Yep.
But yeah, just try and find a nice visual. That's the thing. I was even just thinking of just grabbing the one off of Wolf Creek, to be honest. Because I think that they should technically work fine on here, I would have thought. All the products are in here now.
Alright, I have to run out for about a half hour. I'll be back.
Okie dokie.
Be safe.
I might actually have a look at them later on, either today or tomorrow. Maybe get them added into the mod next update for you guys. Obviously, if you're wondering what ones I'm on about, obviously they had the shelving one that Dave did originally, and then there's the slightly bigger building. The thing is, I don't like that building now that he's gone. It's the shelf where the pallets spawn back out. I friggin' hate it from there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe bring the trigger forward a little bit. And I'm missing my trailer. Where did I put my trailers, guys? Oh, I remember, yeah. Dang, I'm driving around and suddenly realised it's up at the grain mill. Dang it. So let's go park this guy up at the logistics centre. That's perfect. I guess Viking isn't out there. Must be still dealing with his son. But no worries. You like the newer ones? Yeah, same here. I've actually now replaced all those old red ones that came out originally, those trailers. And I'm now actually using all of the Super Bees. Actually, I know what I can hook you on to. But yeah, definitely slowly getting there. Obviously, I'm trying to add in a few more, like these trees and bushes to sort of semi-hide some of the buildings. Actually, to be honest, with the steel factory from this side, all I can see is little chimneys at the top, which is kind of nice. So that is something I am working on. Obviously, from here, I can't even barely see the two spinneries over there. in that little tree area. It's kind of cool. But yeah, this is what I set up. Actually, I've got 5 in a row on those containers. I can load up to 100 pallets into one of these containers, so it's perfect for these doing all these builds. Also, like I mentioned earlier, did an entire bridge, one of the original bridges there. Took all of the products in one hit, got them unloaded. It was perfectly fine. Now, obviously, one thing to bear in mind if you're wanting to load things like the nails or any of the product or some of the products from, say, the greenhouses, so what would be like the pumpkins, stuff like that, they won't load into these or auto load into these because obviously they're using a fill type already and it's getting registered into the bulk category. So you can actually take a tipper up to them and load them in if you wanted to. Obviously tomatoes, stuff like that, and lettuce, they should go into these if you've added it in to the new category option. But yeah, anything that uses a fillable pallet that's in this on this map, like your nails, pumpkins, all of the placeable orchards. So not the ones that are on the. Oh, hang on, let me show you rather than explaining. So the ones in, is it in here? I can't remember where they want. Yeah, so these orchards here. So obviously anything that's using those little fillable pallets, like you can see on the side, if you're using these, obviously you can take a tipper if you wanted to and pick up all those pallets, just load them into the trailer. In here, for example, the onions, the mushrooms, pumpkin, watermelon, cabbage, cauliflower? I didn't know we had cauliflower. Okay, maybe, because that goes into dull, doesn't it? And the pineapple. Yeah, so things like that are using the fillable pallet will be able to go into a trailer. All the rest of that should go into those containers, though. But yes, right, I want my trailers up here. There we go. But yeah, same thing again, I've got the tipping Super Bee trailers are there, with a couple of grain trailers on or containers on top. It's kind of cool. Definitely liking what he's done with them. I haven't as yet got any of the liquid trailers set up. I'm not really planning on using them that much, because obviously I do have Dave's FS19 tanker already, so but they are kind of cool though. I've got a few of those open flat rack ones. It's nice. I actually do want to test out those flat racks because they're meant to auto-load logs from what I understand as well. Not sure how that actually works, whether it's turning them into like wood, if it turns them into wood chips, can it unload as logs? I have no idea, to be honest. But yeah, out of interest, how many of you guys out there are using the Hispano modern containers for transporting pallets and stuff around? Obviously, I'm one of them. I've loved them since day one, to be honest. Ever since I've seen them say, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing these containers for pallet transporting and stuff. Yep, I've loved them ever since. So yeah, you starting on the flat racks. Yeah, yeah, they're kind of cool actually. But yeah, obviously one of the big things is as well those original trailers that came out. I found I was jackknifing far too much with them. But ever since these came out, oh, what a blessing. It is such nice. And to be honest, I do like Super Bees anyway, so yeah. I always find it humorous when you or Dave discover something new in the map since you two created it. Yeah. Well, Dave created the map, I did most of the production, so yeah. But yeah, that was actually one thing that was really worrying me, to be honest. Not only for me, but for you guys as well, is obviously with the UAL script, transporting even just like a trailer full of nail pallets. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys have seen it. Darius did it on his stream. He transported it just from like the Central Island area to, was it the North East Farm? I think it was. He was heading. I can't remember exactly where he was heading, but he had literally a load of nails on a trailer, 163 pallets, something like that. And his frame rate went literally from what 20, 25, 30 right down to like 5 or 6 FPS. It's like, yeah, at that point I really realised it's just how much of an issue transporting pallets to the factories and the bridges were going to be. And then obviously having Hispano Modern say, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing these containers, that's really when I start thinking about, well, couldn't you just set them up so they read from the categories type thing? And obviously when it eventually came out, I actually had a good look at it, and yeah, definitely well worth it. It was kind of funny. I mentioned it to T Miller in one of his streams, and then the very next day, Darius actually did it on, I think it was one of the TLX or something he was running. He actually went in and changed it from that huge long list to, oh cripes, product, which is really freaking weird. It's like he was either watching or listening, I don't know, or his mind was thinking the same thing as me. But yeah, and ever since then it's kind of cool. I like it. But yeah, definitely happy that these containers finally came out. I know that Loki's actually gone through with the UAL script and added in something to reduce the frame rates. I'm not exactly sure what, but yeah, every little bit helps. I still use that trailer actually, the Surfing did on here for transporting some of the pallets, but yeah, I am using these containers a lot more for moving these pallets around, so yeah. Yeah, it could be a great mind thinking alike. Yeah, definitely. But it was nice that I actually got to see Darius putting what I thought and mentioned to T Miller like the day before into something that actually made it work, and I thought, yes. But yeah, so far, actually, what I'll show you guys is desktop. And obviously, I am going to be updating my video at some point regarding these containers and stuff. So if I come into here a sec. So if any of you guys were interested, this is obviously the standard containers by Hispano Modding. What you want to do is download them. I'm just going to show you guys anyway. Now obviously initially I was saying come into your mod script, scroll right down and remove that. Don't leave that in. You don't even need to touch this anymore. So one thing that we found, or I found especially, is certain pallets are not assigned to a category, and this is where you're going to need to have this still in the mod. So don't even worry about that first of all. What you need to do is come into your XML file first of all, and I'll open up this one. Oop. This is 20 and 25 foot. I'll show you what I've done. So you scroll right down to where those container configuration sizes are, right here. So fill units section right here. And what I've literally done is I've changed it from, obviously in here it's going to have like a huge long list of adding in new categories. You don't really need them. And as you can see, all I've done is I've put it to category product and a brand new one that I created, which is called honey, because that's what I was testing with, and I thought I just might as well leave it. Also, you could change it in your XML to whatever you want, but I've just left it as honey. Obviously, it already has that field type categories in there, so you just literally have to change it to product and whatever you want to call it. Obviously, in my case, I've just done honey, and you just literally do that for each of these. As you can see, all of those configurations for the capacities are set up now to do product and honey. Obviously I've gone through each of these and done exactly the same. Now regarding that field type category honey that I created, in the file types category, what you want to do is basically delete all but at least one of the categories that's in there. Rename it to whatever you want. Then in that, you want to add in those palettes that do not upload normally into those containers. So for instance, I've got honey, eggs, duck eggs, wool, cashmere, down, presents, surfboards, bunnies, coffins, filled coffins, herbicide and liquid fertilizer. Obviously, I haven't actually tested the herbicide and the liquid fertilizer, but they should technically, as a pallet, now load it into those containers. But I definitely know I've tested these on the honey and they work, the eggs work, all of these work, the cashmere definitely works. I haven't tested the down yet, but it should, in theory, technically work. Same with the presents. I've tested the presents, I've tested the surfboards and the bunnies. They're all loading fine. Obviously, I've still got to finish off some testing, but that is literally all you need in that line. And obviously, if you come across a palette that doesn't load in, just add it into this line. It's got to be named exactly the same as it is in the XML for the palette, and then you should be fine. I need to make that change and then add the line. Yeah, so there you go. But obviously, if you need any help, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I can always send you these XMLs, and you can just... Actually, what I might do, bugger it, while I'm here, I'm not actually going to give you the mod, but what I will do is I'll zip up one of the actual containers, and I'll zip up the fill type XML, and what you can do is just replace what you've currently got to match in if you wanted to. Compress that, and what I'll do is I'll load that up onto my Google Drive a sec. Google Drive. Let's put it in there. That'll just take a sec. Get off. Don't you hate when that happens? You get stuck on the mouse for a second there. There we go. And I'll do share that. Anybody with access, that's fine. I'll copy that link. I'll pop that in chat. And yeah, there you go. That saves a little bit of time. So all you literally have to do is make that same edit to each of those different containers, whether it's the flat rack or the standard containers, the Titan versions, or any of that. Just do that simple edit, and you'll be fine. Just replace that, and then obviously make sure that that says product in, well, in my case, honey. It is so simple. There we go. But yeah, I've literally gone through all of them. It takes literally a few minutes just to do that. And yeah, it'll then load up pretty much everything on the map. There we go. The nice thing is, obviously, I did reach out previously to Spado Modding about the liquid containers. I've mentioned it before as well, to be honest. Obviously, he reached out on his Facebook originally saying, what products did you want the containers to do? And obviously everyone was saying this, that and the other. It's like, yeah, but if you load them into a map, they're going to end up throwing buttloads of errors and warnings and stuff. So obviously I said, well, why not just set it to field type categories, blah blah blah, like liquids or whatever. And yeah, obviously he went off, tested it, said, yep, thank you very much, it works perfectly fine. It's error free and warning free. So yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about at times. It's crazy getting, it really is getting crazy. But yeah, obviously if you guys, after you've done that edit, if you find there's a palette that isn't loading, just go into, it could be the factory XML, find that palette, or the map, find the palette and go into it and look for the actual name that's in there. Obviously there'll be like a capacity for product, I don't know, say for instance metal. Just copy that metal part and add it into that new field type category in the XML. And what that will then do is it will allow it to load in as well. But yeah, if you do come across any more, let me know as well so I can add it in. Because obviously I may not have come across it yet. Actually, seed could be another one as well, but obviously that should also be in the bulk category. Obviously, I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether to add in the herbicide and the liquid fertilizer myself, because obviously they are part of the liquid category anyway, or liquid fertilizer category. I can't remember which one it is, one of the two, maybe the sprayer. But yeah, you can also load them into a tank, in other words. But yes, I'm sort of still umming and ahhing whether to do that. So yeah, we'll make those changes. Cool. Okay, no problem. But yeah, obviously what I'll do at some point when I'm a bit more relaxed, I'll probably do a little video to put up onto YouTube to replace the current video actually, because I know quite a few people have been messaging me privately saying, oh, by the way, I've done this, it works great, but obviously this doesn't load, and obviously I've had to then go through and mention about obviously adding in that new category option. So yes, I'm gonna have to definitely get that updated at some point. There we go. Where the heck shut? There. But yeah, the same thing can actually be done to obviously the 82 Studios mods as well. So if you've got, say, like the TLX Phoenix pack, or whatever it is, obviously that has a flat pack or flat auto load as well. You could literally do the same edit to that, and it'll work perfectly fine. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, anything that uses that same autoload script by 82 Studios could be simply edited. And to be honest, I really wish that Dave at 82 Studios would actually change it so it does run from the product category, then just add in those other ones that are base game. To be honest, it'd be so much easier, and you wouldn't get all these freaking warnings popping up. Actually, out of curiosity, I wanted to check something. Yeah, that always pops up. I have no idea why. Automatic trigger disc region. Okay, interesting. No, okay. Now I want to see something, because obviously since the update last week, I've noticed on a few of the pallets I'm getting a warning, but it only comes every now and again, so I'm not sure what the heck it is. Whether it's just something that I've got mod-wise, or is it something that Giants have changed in the pallets? I have no idea. It's a weird one, because Dave hasn't had it yet, and as far as I'm aware, nobody else has had it, so it's a strange one. I know exactly what it is, because I've already gone in and edited 1 and 2 pallets, and I haven't had the warning pop back up, so yeah. Right, in the midst of swapping out my tax stuff, yeah. Remove the warnings. Yeah. Yeah, out of interest, actually, is any of you guys getting any warnings off of the pallets? It'll be something like, unit is no longer used, and use blah blah blah, something else now. The TLX, not the tax. Ah, right, okay, yeah. In the midst of swapping out the TLX stuff, right, yeah. There, that makes better sense. Oh. Yeah, but I do know that he's had some time off recently as well, hasn't he? So it may be something that's not been brought to his attention yet, or been able to chat about. But yeah, I know Hispano Modern did say he was going to speak to Dave about it, and or 82 Studios, and see what he says. I don't know if it'd make a issue, but yeah, it should be fine, to be honest. Not that you've seen. Okay, it might just be me then. It might just be me. Actually, there was one I wanted to check. PV Canyon Crossing. pallets. I think it was that one. Nope, can't be that one. Aquamarine, maybe. Nope. Yeah, so they should be all fine actually. Yeah, I think what it was is that it says that unit is no longer used, and to now use something like unit text override, if I remember rightly. But yeah, it's a weird one, that's for sure. Way to make Dave's in the FS community. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Like you say Dave, and yeah, okay, which one? You got like Mr. Dagenet, you got 82 Studios, there's I know a few of other Daves as well, so it's like, which one are you on about? What's really, really confusing actually as well is that I've got 3 uncles called Dave as well. It's terrible. Well, uncle... Yeah, one uncle on my mum's side. There's an uncle on my dad's side, and... Well, it's actually a second... uncle? Distant cousin? Uncle? He's married into one of my aunties, and he's called Dave as well. It's like, what the heck? Yes. Oh, and yeah, my grandfather, he's called Dave as well on my mum's side. My mum's dad, he's called Dave. It's like, yeah, okay. Oh, it's crazy. But yeah, this is one thing I think I might be editing actually, is the unload capacity on this thing, or speed. It seems to take quite a while. I haven't really used them that much. Now, one thing I did find with these little grain containers is, I'll show you in just a sec, because it might show up a little bit better when it's dark. Now you see in the middle there of those trailers, you got that little square. When I was unloading, let's get rid of that so it's a bit smoother. When I was actually unloading my ideal combine, because I did one on the fields the other day, I was actually hitting that, and yeah, it was really causing me some trouble. But the nice thing is, well, obviously with those New Hollands, the pipe is a little bit higher, so yeah, it's a weird one, that's for sure. Didn't have a single issue, but yeah, there's something there in the middle, a collision or something that's just throwing it off. Do the grains do all bulks? As far as I'm aware, yeah, it's reading from the bulk category, so anything that's registered to the bulk as a category, it should go in. So the mining materials will go in. This lot will go in. Nails, like I was saying, the stuff from the greenhouses and the placeable orchards should go into all this. Yeah, you should be fine. Obviously, I've only used them really for... Actually, yeah, I can tell you, because obviously I put salt in them the other day, and one the other day, because I was dropping that off at... where the heck was I dropping them off? Salt. Was it McCain or something? But yeah, you should be all fine actually. Actually, let's have a look while that's unloading. But yeah, the unload speed is a little bit low. Obviously I've got the Titan version, so there's all your crops, your TMR and all that. It might start going, there we go. All your loose straw and all that. Even snow will go in there. Yep, so there you go. So that's literally everything. All your orchard products will go in there, your animal feeds. Obviously, if you've got cargo up and running, yeah, so there you go. So there's all your mining materials, your gypsum, your limestone and all that. But yeah, there you go. So there's your... What the heck is that one there? What is that? I don't recognize that one. But yeah, you got your nails and all that. And that's curious. What are you? See, now you've got me. There's a product there I do not recognize. What is that? Scooby Dooby Doo. Doopy Dooby 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 Doo. What is that? See, I was almost thinking it might have been cashmere, but it's not. Goat food. It might be the goat food. No, because it looked like that is a weird one. I might have to do some investigating on that a little bit more. Pepper, nope. Okay, quiz time, guys. What the heck was that? It's truffles. Truffles! Oh, might be. I haven't got to truffles yet, so... Is that a... Can that go into trailers? Let's see that again. But how you doing there, G-Man? And obviously thank you if you got that work, if that's what... Yeah, because there's that one. Truffles. That... Yeah, that looks a little bit like truffles, doesn't it? Intriguing. Where's the old... Yeah, it might not show up on here, so let's go into that other menu. Yeah, I've not even got around to doing the truffling yet. I haven't even got any pigs, to be honest, on here yet. I think that is one thing I do need to get actually sorted out at some point. Let's see if it shows up in here. It should do. But it looks like 3 little lumps of something. Yep, you are right. It is truffles. Holy cripes. Thank you for that, Mr. G-Man. To be honest, I've completely ignored all of these. So I tend to only come into here and I'll have a look, and if it's in the list, and it's fine. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think maybe next in-game year I'm going to start looking at getting pigs set up, and actually then look at actually going over to the truffles forest. Yes, that's one. Yeah, I wouldn't. I thought that was the pallet truffles that came out. I might be wrong, but according to that, it can go into the bulk category, so it can be loaded into a trailer. So that's interesting. Very interesting. See, still learning something new about the map, guys. Yeah, so I need to make a list of what I need to want to do next on here. Also, I've still got those 2 other orchard trees to get placed down. That is August, so that's going to be in the next in-game month for me. So hopefully by Friday stream, I'll have them placed down. I'm not even sure. Maybe, because obviously it's coming into harvest season now. So I could be kind of busy between now and then harvesting. I do need to get that out of the way. I want to actually replace that bridge there to the left with the bascule bridge at some point. But yeah, factory wise, I'm kind of thinking the vodka factory next. I still need to sort out obviously the graveyard, obviously I've got them placed down at the minute in a temporary position. But yeah, graveyard, obviously the morgue needs to be replaced in the dead forest. That might be something for over the winter period. So I do need to go out down to Heartland Bread, get them emptied out so it keeps producing. Might end up actually increasing the capacity on that. I think it's 100 pallets that holds. Let's leave you there for now. Let's have a little look. That might be something else that gets an update soon. Heartlands, let's have a look at you. Yeah, I think, yeah, compared to Let's see, where is the bakery? Okay, I think what it is, because obviously that's going straight into storage, isn't it? So yeah, I think the 70,000 to 100,000 is not bad actually. What have I got in here? Ooh, still not getting much morale coming in. A little bit of support there. Morale, morale. I need some more morale. Hence why I want my kitty cats. This is what's going to help. Obviously, the cats will give me morale, but then obviously setting over to the houses and the apartment blocks, and obviously you get support from your dogs. Remember that, guys. If you've got cats and dogs on your game, once they get to, I think it's what, 3 months roughly, I think it was, we set it to 3 to 6 months, you can take your cats and dogs to Tashi Cats Rescue, which then gets converted all and sent over to the apartments in the houses, and you get like a booster coming through that way as well on your morale and support, and that's one thing I do really want. You start as soon as possible because they have about 3 hours. Yeah, might. Maybe. Actually, I wanted to see something that T. Miller mentioned to me a while ago. I did have a look, but I can't remember what the heck it was now. He's seen something in the top end by the desert. I can't remember where it was. Now, I did look in the map and I couldn't see it. Actually, in the i3D. Let's come into here. Nope, I want flight mode on. That's on. Let's put you up a bit. Where the freaking heck's the desert? There's the desert. That right there. What in the friggin' heck is that?
Star.
Is that a star, is it?
Yes, they're not actually way up in the sky. So you wouldn't see them.
Oh, welcome back, by the way, boss. So there we go. Good question. I did wonder, because it shows during the day, that's the thing as well. But I thought as it's dark, it'll probably show up a little bit better here now. So.
I think it looks like a star.
Yeah. Let's see.
But maybe you
This one's
should
over
be on
here.
the ground and not way up in the sky. Like when, you know.
Well, T. Miller was on the ground and seen it, so yeah, and messaged me. What? Do you know what this is? But yeah, let's just have a look at that. Yeah, so that's probably what it is. It's gonna be the little stars.
Because
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, because that definitely. Yeah. Actually, so the sky's quite low then. I didn't realize it was that low.
Well, if you want to be able to see the stars,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
the
Mind you,
sky's higher, but you know
yeah.
it's an optical illusion. You're not supposed to be flying up in the sky.
That was only to look at it, because obviously T. Miller, the picture that he
That right
sent me.
there is probably Uranus. I mean Jupiter.
Oh, Uranus. But yeah, I think he was like down here, and it just seems a lot more prominent in his picture. That particular one star.
Yeah,
So
well, you
yeah,
know.
so that if you're out there, T. Miller, that's what it is. It's a star. I did think it was, but yeah,
Billy's up in the air because he is a star.
I am. I want to name one of these stars Alpaca. Billy Alpaca, I think.
We're gonna name the stars. That's what we're gonna do next. We'll sell naming the rights to the stars and
Yeah, or come up with a constellation. Oh, that one was a bit.
constipation.
Yeah, and start naming them. So that one there, in the right angle, is almost either like the plough. I don't know what you'd call it, or down there if you even have it. Obviously, in our sky, we've got the plough, or the Big Dipper. Also, Orion. It's a bit like Orion, and obviously the belt being down here type thing. Maybe it's just me looking at things weird. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Actually, have constellations in the night sky, probably. A UFO. It could be a UFO. Who knows?
In the map and arrange them all into constellations.
Yeah. But
Have fun with that.
Oh yes, fun and games. But right, let's get this guy back to where he should be, which should be around the back of the logistics centre, because he's actually for doing my contracts. Actually, I think there was a plough contract, wasn't there? So I could probably get him started on one of them. Let's have a look. Ploughing. Yes, field 7. Accept you. And I can spend half an hour driving all the way there. And the SGA logo constellation, that is a cool idea there, Bodine. That is definitely a good one. You could just have, yeah, SGA on one side, Dashnet on the other side, all made out of stars. That'd be kind of cool. See, I'm now visualizing. I wonder how they do the stars on here. See if you can reposition them so they do like look like the SGA logo or something. Oh, you're crazy, guys. You really are crazy. You know that. But yeah, I've got about 9 more minutes. Then it's my time is done. But yeah, my internet, I'm really happy with it. It's only sort of buffered a couple of times throughout this stream, so yes, making progress. But yeah, just for you John Deere fanatics out there, I do have a John Deere on here. It's mainly for doing the contracts. I kind of wanted something separate to my own farm stuff that was a little bit, maybe something I haven't used much in 22 yet, and thought, well, why not go for a John Deere? Alright, field, where are we going? Field 7, isn't it? So, I think if I remember rightly, it's down in the southeast, is it? Yep, just past the shop, the factories, okay. Coolio. Come on, dude. Yeah, the reason I actually mentioned about that email from Giants, I can't remember if there was if we were allowed to say anything about it before tomorrow to warn people. Can't remember if I had a date on it or a time. A whoosh whoosh thing.
Oh, I didn't even look at anything.
Because I don't think so. Let me see if I can bring up the email myself. Where are you? Come here, email. Come here. Crap. Don't drive and try reading emails at the same time, guys. It's not good for you. Let's see. Where the heck are you gone? Oh, there. Is there a hush hush on there or not? I can't see one, so I might just say it anyway. Nope. Yeah, so tomorrow, just to give you guys a heads up, there is going to be an update to the game. Giants have put out a little patch coming out 1.12, which is going to be dropping tomorrow morning around about 11 AM. I think it's Central European time, I'm guessing. Yeah, Central European Standard Time. So yeah, so anybody getting up at that sort of time of the day, you'll probably find there's going to be a update patch when you load up your game. Mostly fixes and stuff to servers from the looks of the list. But obviously all of the information will be put up on the website, Giants Farm Sim website tomorrow, if you guys are interested. There is one thing actually in there I wanted Dave to look at. It's the...
That's one.
There is that as well. But where is it? Under bugs and fixes, the third one down.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's interesting. So yeah, because I know you've mentioned that name a few times, haven't you?
Yep.
So I'm wondering if something else might be coming soon. Yes, exactly. But yeah, so obviously, yeah, keep an eye out for that, and obviously keep an eye out on the website for what exactly is being addressed. So yeah, I think some of you guys may be interested in some of those in issues that's been added and tweaked and such. But yeah, I hope that last one doesn't affect us in any way. An unannounced DLC? No. No, unfortunately, no. But it might be. No. Only kidding, no. Nah, it's just a lot of fixes that are, well, from what I can see, mostly to do with servers and stuff like that, server play. But there is a few other things in there that's been added, so yes. Something else they can break. Yeah, we will see tomorrow. Obviously, I know that I'll be probably doing it before even Dave wakes up, hopefully, so if there is any issues, I will probably know quite early. And if there is, I can tell him. But yeah. Oh, fun and games. Just another thing to add on to the list to fix, hey? But yeah, obviously I know at the minute we've got the coffee to sort out. Obviously those plants are the wrong visuals. Obviously 2 or 3 things from me. I do know that Dave at some point needs to, obviously like earlier mentioned about the animal feed needing a bit of a tweak on some of those animals. Oh crap, which field do I need? Is it
I
7?
did.
Yeah, you said the goat's eating too much. There we go.
No, I never said that. I never
Yeah,
said anything
yeah, he
about
says,
the
oh
goats
yeah,
eating.
that needs to be addressed at some point. Oh yeah.
No, no, no. Only thing I commented was that the cashmere was coming
Oh,
out
and the cashmere, yeah,
to
that was the one, yeah. Oh.
making other stuff up.
It could do being tweaked though. Let's turn
Nope.
them off. It's worth a try, guys. Worth a try.
You want it higher? I can give it
No, I
more.
want it freaking lower because it's gone through far too many.
I haven't noticed.
Yeah, get your goats up and running, and then you'll see how many pallets they
I
got
have
through
them
just
running.
today.
I have them running. They've been running for 6, 7 months now.
I don't know. Yeah, if you're gonna get to them daily, it's not too bad. Am I on the wrong friggin' field?
Well, that's what you're
Nope.
supposed to do. Feed your
6.
animals daily.
Yeah. Am I on the right field? I think I might have just gone all the way around the wrong way and gone for the wrong field. I don't know. We'll see. Either that or I've got the wrong thing. Did I pick up a cultivator? Is that what it is? But yeah, I always go, like first thing in the morning, I always go to my animals, make sure that they're all filled up, and then go through and do whatever farm work. But yeah, they do seem to go through a heck of a lot of plough. Yes, I've got a cultivator. I'm a friggin' numpty, that's why. Do I have a plough in here I can borrow? Oh yeah, that one will do. We'll leash you, and because I've just spent all that time coming up here, I'm going to cheat. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Boomhauer would be so proud of me. Let's pop that there. And we'll do a Mr. Wheels and reset the tractor. Oh no, reset you stupid freaking numpty. Reset. But yeah, I do think that they do go through quite a lot of feed, in all honesty. In my opinion. But it only seems to be the goats. All the rest seem to be fine for me. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. In that perfect match. John Deere on John Deere. Right, let's try that again. Just for all you fanatics out there, you got a nice John Deere 7R with a good old John Deere plough. Oh. But yeah, at some point I do need to get my deer up and running on the map. And piggies. That, and then I think the only other thing is dogs. Or the canines, but yeah, there we go, guys. That is going to be it. I'm just going to leave this guy finishing off. Obviously, I've got my harvester going. I do know that Conagara can't keep up. Conagara? What the heck's Conagara? You mean Cargill? I'm guessing that's what you mean. Cargill can't keep up. But yeah, obviously, the more you got, the more, yeah, that's going to be a big issue. Obviously, was it 2,000? I think I set those goat pens up to each, which might have been a little bit too much, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like I said, I am going to leave it there for today, guys. And obviously, one thing I do need to try and find is somebody to raid over to. So let me come here and credits. Let me go to the ending screen. Yeah, Cargill, thought so. Let's roll those credits and say a big, 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 huge thank you to obviously Grits Fan, first of all, for that raid with one. Much appreciated, buddy. Obviously, Mr. Neon for the resub for 9 months. Wow, thank you. Super, super, super. Right then, let's go over to Mr. Twitch, see if we can find somebody and mute that tab before it goes off. There we go. Who do we have out? Ooh. I see a Taco streaming at the minute. He hasn't streamed for quite some time. Ooh, I wonder what map he's on. Probably one of Stevie's on him. Lazy Acres Farm. Interesting. Obviously, he is the only member of the SGA that I can see who's currently live. So, I think that's a 4X map, actually, if I remember rightly. I think we're going over and see Mr. Buy Tacos, guys. And let me give him a shout out. So, if anyone gets lost, Buy Tacos, like thus. There we go. He does speak Danish and English. So, obviously, his primary is Danish, whatever it is, same as Mr. Viking streaming. But obviously, if you say hello in English in his chat, he will switch over to English. So, yeah. It's a single size map, is it? Ah, okay. But yeah, obviously, I will be back. The map is by TNT Modding. Ah, yeah, so obviously, I will be back again on Friday. Fingers crossed my internet stays good for at least a couple of hours before Mr. Dave goes live. But till then, let's get this raid going. So raid Mr. Buy Tacos. We'll click that. So yeah, obviously if any of you guys do have any issues with those containers by Hispano Modern, give me a shout out or on Discord, in Twitch, on Facebook, whatever, and I can help you out a little bit more if you wanted to. But yeah, until next time, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks very, very much for coming out and sticking with us. And we will see you again soon. Bye for now.
Sayonara.